Thanks for your patience. Left over word with network row. We're just waiting for Adam and Richard to get here, but they're here. All the lads are here for the final head-to-head press conference for Saturday's show. It's Fred Warren presents Championship Boxing. It's the Magnificent Seven at the Echo Arena here in Liverpool. Just first, I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors, DINGSDALE, Mercedes-Benz of Liverpool, and as ever for their continued support, we thank Raymond Steele and Bill Ives. We've got a fantastic show on Saturday. Don't think you'll find a better card available for you to watch or be at this weekend. And you should obviously watch this weekend's card live and exclusive on Box Nation if you can't make it to the Echo. Just to introduce you to the guys quickly on the top table and the table just down below, just from left to right. Jack CATTERALL, Derry Mathews, Kevin Satchell, Paul Butler, Liam Smith, Tom Stalker, and then left to right in front of me we've got Adam DINGSDALE, Valerie Yancey, Ismail Garnica and Zoltan Sarah. I'll just say a few words about each individual contest and allow the guys to make a few comments after I've introduced them. Top of the bill, we've got the former undefeated IBF bantamweight champion of the world, Paul Butler. I don't think there's many things that haven't been said about this young man over the past few months. He is without doubt one of the rising stars of world boxing, and having captured a world title in his last contest against Stuart Hall back in the summer in Newcastle, going up a weight, and for many people who made him a clear favourite, I think Paul would be the first to admit that that was a tough fight going into it, and a potential banana skin, but the rewards were there to be taken, and Paul certainly did that in some style. Slight disappointment, well, big disappointment. He was due to fight for the IBF title at his natural weight, which is the super fly. Unfortunately, Tete from South Africa had to withdraw with a broken hand. So he wanted to keep busy, and he's good fighter's a busy fighter. And I don't think Paul would have wanted to set out until February, March time, which is when we hope Tete's hand will be recovered in time for him to fight then. But in the meantime, he's got to keep his eye on the prize, and he's got an opponent that's come all the way over from Mexico, not just here to make up the numbers. And I'm sure Ismail Garnica will be hoping to put Paul's ambitions and his plans. Like I said, Paul's he's a rising star of world boxing. I think the team that he's got around him is the same team that he started with on day one. And I think that is a massive factor in it. He's with Arnie in the gym, and Maka and his dad that are there to support him day in, day out, are just are an essential part of the mix, and massive credit must go to those guys as well. But obviously the biggest credit goes to the man sitting to my right, and I'd like to ask Paul to say a few words.
I just made up to be boxing on Saturday. Obviously the disappointment of Tete pulling out was disappointing, but obviously we've got Ismail Garnica coming over from Mexico to try and upset the apple card, but I was ready to land Tete and make sure everyone how much the difference in classes between me and on Saturday.
Thanks, Paul. We also have on the card for the vacant WBA Intercontinental Light Middleweight title, another rising star of the world game, but he's got obviously long-term world title ambitions. Liam Smith, also obviously from Liverpool. He had a bit of a frustrating time last year, but he's put that firmly behind him. He's come out with a couple of very good wins, and he's looking to kick on again. There's a few names have been touted about and mentioned for Liam in the early to middle part of next year. But again, he's got the guy who's in front of him. He's got a decent record, 16-2 with 10 knockouts. So he's going to have to be, have his wits about him and show him what he does best, and that's use his boxing skills and not get silly, not get reckless. And I'm sure we'll see the best of Liam on Saturday. So, a few words.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to being back boxing. I've had a frustrating year. I've only had one fight this year, one fight in December. So, I can't wait to be back. This is my first international fight. I've never fought a formal opposition, so hopefully this is a step towards a different level and some international fights, which is what I feel I'm ready for now.
Thanks, Liam. We also have the European Flyweight Championship, which is between Yancey, who's the champion. He's got a very good record of 23-3-2, 7 knockouts. He's fighting another one of Liverpool's own fighters, Kevin Satchell, in only his 13th fight, which is a big step up for Kev. But one he's been, his fight's been on the horizon for quite a while now, and we're looking forward to seeing what Kev can do at this sort of level. He's taken care of everybody that he's needed to, on the way to getting to this level, and it's down to him to show that he can add the European title to his British and Commonwealth titles. Like I said, it's down to him. He's very confident he can do it, and we've got every faith in Kevin that he can not just add the European, but he can go all the way and become a feature on the world scene. Yeah.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to be on such a great bill and to get the home advantage for the European and both sides.
Okay. We also have a cracking fight for the WBA Intercontinental Lightweight title. I keep saying another one of your own, but he is another one of your own, and I think Derry's been a permanent fixture in the Liverpool boxing scene for a long time. Derry Mathews keeps having new leases of life, and I'm absolutely delighted about it. I was just chatting to him earlier. He looks stronger and fitter than I think I've ever seen him. I think he should have taken the leap and gone to Marbella quite a while ago. I don't know if it's just a tan or what he's eating down there, I'm not sure. But he's Derry's a man who's still got that world title ambitions, still got every desire and want to be at the top of the game. The lightweight division is a very hot one, and I've got every confidence that Derry can always be in the mix for it, as long as he keeps doing what he's doing, and what he does do is train and behave like a consummate professional. So I'm absolutely delighted that Derry's on the bill on Saturday. But he does have a guy who is known for being a very, very lively, come-forward fighter, and Adam Dingsdale from Kent. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Adam can bring and how what Derry will have to do to come out top against Adam. I'm sure Adam will tell you he's not just here to make up the numbers, very far from it, and I'll let the two guys say a few words. Derry.
I'm just happy to be on a great bill, so many good fighters. Thanks for the opportunity again. It's a massive fight, but I know Saturday I've got to get rid of Adam, and I'm knocking on the door for something big, so I'll take one fight at a time. Beat Adam, we'll go away with Danny and go away with the team. We'll plan what's next, but we're heading right in camp. I've had a great camp so far. Everything's gone smooth. I just can't wait for the fight night now.
Thanks, Derry. Adam?
Yeah, it's a massive opportunity for me. Boxing such a big show, a massive fight, and I'm looking forward to Saturday to getting in there now and giving it everything I've got. Should be a great fight.
Thanks, Adam. For me, this is potentially, definitely one of the fights of the night for the vacant WBO European light welterweight title between Tom Stalker and Jack Catterall. I think everyone will agree this is absolutely a cracking matchup, and I'd like to, take big respect for both guys for taking this fight at such an early stage of their careers. I think the days of getting up to 20-0, whatever, and having padded undefeated records is, it's a false positive sometimes. You can get up to that level and then get found out, which does nobody any good. So we're going to find out on Saturday who, I think certainly is the top, certainly in the Northwest, It's obviously a big grudge match. You've got Liverpool against Manchester, and you know, once again, big kudos for both guys for taking the fight. Tom is, you know, his amateur pedigree is you know, undeniable. He's former captain of the GB squad, 9-0, and very much looking to kick on. Obviously, Jack's standing in his way. Jack had a fantastic knockout win in his last fight against Nathan Bruff. Both 9-0, and as they say, someone's always got to go. So very much looking forward to it. You're waiting for it. Say a few words first, Jack.
Yeah, just thankful of the opportunity and 100% confident come Saturday I'll come out victorious. It's going to be an exciting fight. Thank you.
Tom?
Yeah, no, seems like all the fighters have said. I'm so happy to be on this bill. It's a fantastic bill. Every fighter who's fighting are quality fighters, and I personally think this is going to be fight of the night myself. I've had a great camp, and I'm 100% confident I'm going to win, and I want to go away with a great win on Saturday.
Thanks, guys. Now, as Tom just said, you know, everyone in the 5 title fights that we've got on the bill is they're getting to or at the top of their game. They are part of a city that has got fighting pedigree like none other, as far as I'm concerned. You know, you can go down the rest of the bill that we've got on. You've got Jazzy Dickens fighting with Maddie Fagan, Stephen Lewis. You've got 2 guys making their debuts, Michael Johnson and Mason Cartwright. You know, and especially the 2 debutants, they should be looking at these 6 guys on the fighting into the title fights, and that's what they should be aspiring to. So, like I said, this is a fantastic card on Saturday. There's still some tickets available, so you know, just make sure you get ringside. Exclusive, live and exclusive on Box Nation. You can also see the Enigma Next Chris Eubank Jr. as well. He'll be making the trip up on Saturday. Well, I think it'll be here tomorrow, but he'll be fighting on Saturday as well. Along with Liam Williams, we should have something quite interesting to announce for him after hopefully he comes through his test on Saturday. Just like to thank you all for coming and invite any questions to any of the fighters. Thanks.
Tom and Jack, this is the coaches. Obviously, you've both got the same winning record. How tough between the 2 you think this fight's really going to be? Are we looking at a balance normally?
I know it's going to be a tough fight, without saying it's hard. We've been a good 8-9 weeks, and everything what Jack brings, I've got an answer for, and I'm going to answer everything what he does, and I'm going to do it better. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a great fight, and I'm just excited to be in these sort of fights. I think, as obviously I'm just totally different to pro, but the better person to fight, and the boxing sort of style, I always do better, and this is going to be a fight where it's going to, you're going to see the best Tom Stalker on Saturday night, trust me.
Yeah, like I'm prepared fully for it, so come Saturday I know everything Tom does, I can adjust to anything he wants to bring Saturday, but I'm fully confident in my mind. I can knock him out, and if I don't knock him out, I'm confident I can get the win.
Daddy, you've had an opponent change for this fight. You were originally supposed to be fighting Christian Correa, the WBA international title, but now you're obviously fighting Adam for the WBA continental title. Did your preparation change at all?
No, well, yeah and no, because you know, I mean, you can't just got a lady placement where he's coming in 24 hours or a week's notice. You have 5.5 weeks, I think over 6 weeks even. So, no, it's a proper fight. I was fighting an orthodox fighter anyway. Me and Danny would be away. Danny's come over the game plan, and you know, I'm confident it's going to work. And or I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't have took the fight. I know that I'm going to win the fight. I know that my experience, my power, my speed, and my boxing ability is going to get me to on Saturday night. And no matter what Adam brings to the table, I know that I've got that little bit extra and the hunger as well, which is the main part. And that's why I'm taking part in a big fight on Saturday.
What do you say to what they just said? What's your response?
Yeah, we'll see Saturday. I've trained hard as well myself, and I'm 100% confident that I can go in there and cause the upset. Otherwise, I wouldn't take the fight if I wasn't confident. So.
obviously you're the younger guy, Derry's the more experienced. Has there any respect? Have you seen any of Derry's fights all over the years, whatever, and is there any respect for Derry?
Yeah, loads of respect for Derry. I've been watching his fights since well before I turned pro. I remember my first time seeing was against Stephen Foster Jr. and I was a fan ever since. So it's like an honour really to be fighting it, but I'm still going to go in there and do his business, sadly.
Kevin,
Adam, was you born in Liverpool?
No, it's in there. Give me 2 months of sleep.
He doesn't sound like us.
No, I'm two.
How old when you left St Helens?
8 years old. No, 9.
Kevin, this one's to you as well. Obviously, you're looking, find your looking like how close after this fight can you see you moving into maybe like the world?
Yeah, it depends on the performance that I put on Saturday. Sit down with managers, trainers and see what they think of the fight and what the best we can do next. Also speak to what time on and see what they think. How to manage for the performance Saturday and see how it goes.
Well, how frustrating has it been and how much you get to sort of readjust and try and refocus when Teddy pulled out, because you know it might have been difficult for you to find the motivation to keep training hard, you know, given you the world title fight fell away.
It was really hard. Just to be honest with you, I didn't even want to get in the gym when I got called up. But I had to keep going and keep taking over and go to the boxing. And when we got Garnick here, I've never heard of him, to be honest with you, but I had to switch on. It took me a while to switch on. The only time I switched on was Michael Catteras, that's for some sparring. So when he came down, got that bit between the teeth again and got that buzz back, and since we sparred him, I'm ready to go again now.
Can you tell us about the sparring, how did it go?
Went well. I'm not going to say too much because he's boxing the same night as me, but I was very happy with the spar.
Well, how did you cope with a fighter who's bigger, heavier and follows it on all the time and comes forward? It must have been a good test for you.
Pretty much the way they always do it all. He comes forward and everyone knows what he does. You can watch him at the teams anywhere. But it was a good spar. I enjoyed the spar and it was a great sharing with him.
Fantastic. 3 guys, obviously the away fighters, if you can understand me, what's the fight an extra a Liverpool crowd? Anyone?
They're all very excited to be here.
Cheers, Francis. They said that one, I'm moving the lips.
Said you're taking them out Saturday after it.
Yeah, it is, but it's great, won't it?
Liam, your first fight in Liverpool since last December. Obviously you boxed Jason Wellborn for the British title in Manchester in July. This is for the WBA Continental title. Are you looking to move on after this? Move on to bigger and better things?
Yeah, I'd like to, yeah. But I'll see what Frank and I got for me, you know. Whether it be the last event in the British or whether we push on from here now. So I'd like to push on. I think I'm ready to push on. I've said for a while. Apart from now, I haven't fought a foreign opposition, but you know, this is the first one, and hopefully we can push on from here and start picking the right fights that will move me up the right way.
The board awarded you against Liam Mathews in the defence of your British title. Obviously, you mentioned the British there. Is that something that you'd be interested in for next time on?
Yeah, as I say, being asked about it, yeah, my title. People are forgetting my title. He's mandatory. He's got to accept that mandatory, and you know he probably will accept the mandatory, but Gary Lockett's not a stupid man. You know, people are getting a bit too carried away with Liam Williams. He beat Ronnie Efron, which was a good win, but Ronnie Efron being stopped before. But people got carried away with that win. So I've actually been to a title fight, a combat title fight. Let the Gary Lockett put him in, we'll wait and see, but save my title, I'm not giving that title up unless we get something better.
Francis, how many tickets have you sold? What are we expecting in the start of the evening?
Sure, about 4.5 in there, 5,000, yeah. Any more for any more? thanks very much for coming down, and look forward to seeing you all on Saturday. Thanks a lot.
Okay, if we can have the TV cameras and